So for step three, you're actually going to begin your observations. And so what most students say is a couple of things. One, they're like, we don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Our mentor teacher doesn't know why we're there. They know we're observing, but they don't know what to do with us. Can I please teach a lesson? You know, those types of things. So let me comment on your observations and the purpose of those observations first. So in these classes, it's really introductory classes. It's a time to start making observations about what you're noticing inside classrooms related back to those course concepts. It's time to start looking at what you like, what you don't like, you know, getting some ideas and things of that nature. So right now, you're not ready for student teaching or building lessons to teach those lessons yet. There's a lot of value in making observations and recording and making critical analysis of what you like and what you don't, and what's working and what's not working. So really the point is making these critical observations and relating them back to course concepts. So there's two things really that are guiding your observations. One are those learning objectives. So be looking for those things that you said you wanted to learn through your observations. Two is this focus hour guide located in step three. Now the focus hour guide does change between the intro to education course and the intro to special populations course. So there are different things that you're going to be looking for. But for an example, I'm going to go ahead and open up this one in here for special populations. So with the focus hour guide, it's giving you things to specifically look for that are directly related back to course concepts. So again, an introduction to special populations, it's about race, class, gender, special education, and how all those are related back to education. So with each one of these focus hours, you're looking for things that are related back to that. So for example, hour three with diverse learners, maintaining confidentiality, describe the student demographics in terms of diversity, gender, ethnicity, special education, ESL, bilingual, gifted, and things like that. So what my expectation is that during each hour, you're looking for these things that are detailed out on the focus hour guide. So hour one, you're going to go in there and you're going to make observations about the physical space, but you're looking through the lens of diversity. Do you see the physical space represent diversity? So again, it's a critical look, it's a critical analysis, meaning that you're really paying attention to the things in that physical space and reflecting on that. Hour two, communication. Does the teacher demonstrate clear, effective communication? So et cetera, et cetera. So each hour, I'm giving you something to directly look for. Now, if you run out of time or you're saying, man, that took me 15 minutes to look at the physical space, now what do I do? That's when you need to start collecting data on your learning objectives, the things that you wanted to set out to learn. And if you've done both of those things, you know, this is where the observation is really what you make of it. You know, maybe you could ask the teacher if you could lend a hand with a reading group, or maybe go around, walk around and help children with whatever activities that they're working on. So it's really up to you what you make of your observation. I am requiring you to look at some things. And if you want to just sit back and observe and take notes, that's fine. But if you want to get involved and you want to engage, then it really needs to be up to you to ask those questions. So the focus hour guide is here to help you really look at some things and focus in on some key aspects of the course. Now, however, you can do these out of order if you want. So for example, you're seeing the teacher work with students with disabilities in hour one. Okay, well, go ahead and take notes for that during hour one, but when you submit your anecdotal records, you're still going to submit it for anecdotal record number 6. So even though you may observe it in hour one or hour two, still write them in the order in which they're described here. The other common question I get is, you know, what if I don't see them working with students with disabilities? Well, then ask some questions of your mentor teacher. So engage and ask some questions, find out some more information. So take it upon yourself to have some of those conversations with your mentor teacher. The other common question that I get is, you know, what else can I be doing? Can I go to recess? Can I do lunch? Teacher planning? Yes, all of those things are appropriate. You can make observations during those times. And in fact, I would encourage you to look at different things throughout the school day. So if you have an opportunity to sit on the planning or the conference period, great. Recess, lunch, specials, all of those are fine opportunities to see how the school day operates and how it works. Our only thing is, you know, if you start being an errand person, like making copies and doing things like that only, then you need to let Mrs. Strange or I know. So step 3 really talks about how you should be focusing your observations and reviewing what you should be doing during those observations.